Hello there. Are you ready for tonight's story? Well, tonight we're going to read about some mice and one who was different. His name is Frederick, and that's the name of the book. It's by Leo Lionni. Are you ready? All along the meadow where the cows grazed and the horses ran, there was an old stone wall. In that wall, not far from the barn and the granary, a chatty family of field mice had their home. But the farmers had moved away, the barn was abandoned, and the granary stood empty. And since winter was not far off, the little mice began to gather corn and nuts and wheat and straw. They all worked day and night, all except Frederick. "Frederick, why don't you work?" they asked. "I do work," said Frederick. "I gather sun rays for the cold, dark winter days." And when they saw Frederick sitting there staring at the meadow, they said, "And now, Frederick?" "I gather colors," answered Frederick simply, "for winter is gray." And once Frederick seemed half asleep. "Are you dreaming, Frederick?" they asked reproachfully. But Frederick said, "Oh no, I'm gathering words, for the winter days are long and many, and we'll run out of things to say." The winter days came, and when the first snow fell, the 5 little field mice took to their hideout in the stones. In the beginning there was lots to eat, and the mice told stories of foolish foxes and silly cats. They were a happy family. But little by little they had nibbled up most of the nuts and berries. The straw was gone, and the corn was only a memory. It was cold in the wall, and no one felt like chatting. Then they remembered what Frederick had said about sun rays and colors and words. "What about your supplies, Frederick?" they asked. "Close your eyes," said Frederick as he climbed on a big stone. "Now I send you the rays of the sun. Do you feel how their golden glow?" As Frederick spoke of the sun, and the 4 little mice began to feel warmer. Was it Frederick's voice? Was it magic? "How about the colors, Frederick?" they asked anxiously. "Close your eyes again," Frederick said. And when he told them of the blue periwinkles, the red poppies and the yellow wheat, and the green leaves of the berry bush, they saw the colors as clearly as if they had been painted in their minds. "And the words, Frederick?" Frederick cleared his throat, waited a moment, and then, as if from a stage, he said, "Who scatters snowflakes? Who melts the ice? Who spoils the weather? Who makes it nice? Who grows the 4-leaf clovers in June? Who dims the daylight? Who lights the moon? 4 little field mice who live in the sky, 4 little field mice like you and I. One is the spring mouse who turns on the showers. Then comes the summer who paints in the flowers. The fall mouse is next with walnuts and wheat, and winter is last with cold little feet. Aren't we lucky the seasons are 4? Think of a year with one less or one more." When Frederick had finished, they all applauded. "But Frederick," they said, "you are a poet." Frederick blushed, took a bow, and said shyly, "I know it." You know, when the book started, the other mice didn't think much of Frederick. They didn't think he was contributing. They didn't think he was helpful. They didn't think he was very useful, because they had a lot of work to do. But it turned out that Frederick was useful in a different sort of way. Frederick was an artist. He was a poet. He was able to bring beauty to their lives. You can't eat beauty, I get that. And some people don't consider it useful. But beauty makes life so much better. That's why God made the world so beautiful. Not everything God made is useful to us. I mean, butterflies, come on. But they're beautiful for us to enjoy. And sometimes when we create things, like a poet writing a poem or an artist painting a picture, we become co-creators with God. We kind of get to see things from God's point of view and make the world better because we make it more beautiful. Jesus was the Son of God and part of God, and so Jesus was there at the beginning of creation. Jesus helped make things more beautiful for us to enjoy. And do you know why Jesus would make things more beautiful for us to enjoy? Sure you do. It's because he loves us this much. So create something. Make the world better. And God bless you. God bless you that you remember always that you are the beloved child he created you to be. Good night.